Great evening, Giants. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to enter an Indiana bill in the Indiana market. All right. Now, first things first. In order to enter a bill in any market, you have to be on your website. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to my website, miltonburt.myambit.com. Again, your website is your web handle .myambit. That's myambit.com. Do not forget the dot. So mine is miltonburt dot or period myambit.com. Again, you want to make sure that you're on your website. If you see anyone else's website, you're on the wrong website. So what we want to do, because we're looking to put in a bill, is we want to go to rates and plans. So we're going to click rates and plans. When you click on rates and plans, it's going to show you all the states where we have service. California, Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Indiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Texas, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. These are the areas where you can get your handful of customers from. All right, so we're going to show you how to put in the Indiana bill. All right, and it's pretty simple. So follow me. Now, we made sure we're on our correct website. You see my name, so you always want to make sure you're on your website. We're going to enter in the zip code. We're going to enter in 46324. That's a Hammond, Indiana zip code. We're going to hit residential. Now, it just depends on what type of building or house you're signing up. If you're signing up a regular home, it's going to be residential. If you're signing up a business, more than likely it's going to be commercial. So we're going to act like we're signing up a house, a regular home, residential. We're going to click residential. Are you currently Amber Energy customer? We're going to select no. After you select no, you're going to select show me my rates. Now, after you select show me my rates, your rates are going to pop up. Of course, you're going to always go with the rate that makes the most sense. The rate that is pretty much the cheapest. All right. Or whichever rate you decide to go with. But we like to go with the cheaper rate. So as we can see, this is the fixed plan, 12-month term. We're going to select that plan because it makes sense. You're locked in at this low rate. You don't have to worry about your rate fluctuating. You're locked in at this low rate for 12 months. And we're going to hit next. And then we're going to enter in the bill information. Now, one thing I want you to know about the Indiana market. Number one, in Indiana right now, it's still a fresh new market. We only have gas. Now, I know a lot of you have NIPSCO, and that's the delivery company that we deal with as far as Ambit deals with, NIPSCO. Now, NIPSCO, on your NIPSCO bill, there's actually light and gas on the bill together. But we're only dealing with the gas because that's all we have in this current time in the Indiana market. Now, I want to let you know how to know if you have a good bill or a bad bill before even putting in your bill, before even wasting time putting in all this information. I'm going to show you a NIPSCO bill, and I've whited out a lot of the information for the customer's privacy. All right, so I'm going to show you a good bill. Now, we're going to zoom in to this bill. Okay, so when looking at an Indiana bill, and this is a NIPSCO bill, you're looking for two things to determine whether it's a good bill, because you don't want to waste your time, because these bills take 5 days to go pending, which means pretty much 5 days to see if they're going to be accepted so that you can get paid. So there's no sense of putting in a bad bill, waiting 5 days just for it to get rejected. So two things you want to look for when looking at a NIPSCO bill. You want to look right here where it says type of customer. You always want to look for gas and electricity service. Want to make sure they have gas and not just electric service. But under it, you want to make sure it doesn't say customer choice program. If you're looking at a NIPSCO bill and it says customer choice program, that means that they already have a supplier. And unlike other markets, when they already have a supplier, you have to simply have the customer call and cancel out that other supplier. It could be IGS, it could be Just Energy, but they have to cancel out the current supplier before we can enroll them in Ambit. Now, in the Illinois market, you don't have to worry about this. It automatically knocks out that other supplier. But in the Indiana NIPSCO market, you have to do this first. The other thing you want to look at is under total amount due. Now, NIPSCO they're not super strict, but they're a little strict when it comes to past due balances. They will accept a bill with a past due balance, but it can't be too far past. It can't be too far back. So, for example, if you see a bill with over 800, 1,000, really look closely at the bill. Usually, what you want to look at is for under the total amount due. You want to look for 4 dots. Right now, you see 3 dots. All right. If you see 4 dots, which is pretty much letting you know, hey, this bill is about to get disconnected, more than likely you're going to want to have that customer pay down the bill before you enter in the bill just to make sure that it goes through. Another important thing to look for when you're looking at a bill, make sure the bill shows you the gas meter number, not the electric meter number. There's always a gas and electric meter number, 2 different numbers, but you always want to go with the gas meter number under gas usage history. I know you can't see the meter number right now. It's not meant for you to see it, but I want you to understand it. When they're asking for the meter number, it has to be the gas meter number because we only have gas. So if you go ahead and you put the electric meter number, you're going to waste your time. So make sure that when these people send you the bill, that you're able to see the gas meter number along with all the other information, the account number. So you really, in the NIPSCO market, you want to get an actual picture of the bill front and back. Okay, so you're going to enter in the first name, last name. After you do this, you're going to enter the cell number or the home number, email. You're going to enter in the regular information. You're going to enter in the service address, city, account number, meter number. Again, we're talking about the gas number. Add a secondary contact. We're going to select yes or no, depending on the customer. Is your gas service tax exempt? No. My mailing address is the same. If it's the same, you click yes. If it's not, you click no, and you put in the address. It's pretty much that simple. It really doesn't get any easier than that. So I'm going to act like I'm putting in a customer right now just so you can see the process and you can know how this works. So we're going to use the same name we've been using. We're going to use Thomas Moore. And we're going to act as if we're putting in the bill. Now, you always, when you're putting in these bills, you always want to make sure that the information is correct. Okay, because if you put in the wrong information, it's just going to make things worse. All right, so we're going to put in number. All right, we're going to put email. We're going to make the email Thomas Moore. .456@gmail.com. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. Doesn't take long at all. I'm going to do that again. Thomas Moore. All right, at gmail.com. After we do this, we're going to put in the address. We're going to put in 50 Monroe Ave, New Hammond, Indiana. All right, we're going to put in the account number. All right, make sure you always double check the account number. We're going to put in the gas meter number. I want you to understand that the gas meter usually starts with 0, G, 9, or 8. The electric always starts with 1. So if you see a 1, just know you have the wrong meter number and you need to look for the gas meter number. Add a secondary contact, no. Is your gas service tax exempt? No. My billing address the same. We're going to select yes. I'm going to hit next. After you do that, my info is correct. Is your info correct? You're going to select yes, my info is correct. And after we do this, I'm going to check the boxes. Select next. I type in the signature, Thomas Moore. All right, we're going to hit enroll. And it's that simple. All right. Congratulations. You put your first bill in. What you want to do is after you put the bill in, you want to check your back office. You want to go under customer reports, total, and you will see your customer if you did it right. Now, once you put a customer in, they're going to give you an A number. This is your Ambit account number. Customer can actually they can actually start their website because they have a customer website. They can actually go ahead and activate that and register for one. But this is the most important part right here. So I need you to pay close attention. Once you put a customer in the system, all right, Ambit makes 6 attempts to reach the customer to verify that they authorized Ambit to now become their supplier. But they also allow for us to have the customers call in and get the bill verified right away. The only thing the customer's going to need is that A number, and they're going to call the customer verification line, which is the number is 866-942-6248. This line is actually available for the customer Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturdays, I believe they open up at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time and they close at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you want to make sure your customer takes time and gets this verified right away. You do not want to waste any time with getting these bills verified, because if you take, the longer you take, the longer it takes for you to get paid. No money is paid out until these bills are verified. So right after you put the bill in, you want to call up your customer. Rather, you have to get them on the three-way and mute the line and say, hey, Bob, I just put your bill in. Here's your A number. I need you to do me a favor. I'm going to three-way to call, and I need you to just say yes, yes, yes. Or you can just give them the number and say, look, I need you to do this right now. I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes. Let me know it's done. Make sure it gets done ASAP, because until this is done, it's like you did nothing. And once this is done, you can go into your back office and your status for your customer will go from verification call attempt number 1, number 2, or just verification call attempt, depending on how many attempts they've already made. If you haven't taken advantage of the fact that you can have a customer call, it'll go from that to verification call success. That's where you want it at. Verification call success. The Indiana market, the bills take about 5 days to go pending. So you want to check around that 5-day mark, see if the bill goes pending, 5-day, 6-day mark. If it goes pending, that means you have a great bill. Okay, but you got to get the bill verified immediately. Do not waste time with this. Get that bill verified ASAP. Hopefully this video helped you with putting in customers in the Indiana market. All right, have a great one.